What is up, my lovely people in YouTube land? So for today's video, guys, I'm going to be drawing you all a seahorse. This little fellow was on the list at 3 or 4 for the marine life creatures, but after drawing the starfish, I was like, you know what, let me draw him and let him be the next little marine creature to shine. I think when you think of seahorses, they're really unique creatures in the fact that it, more than a horse, it kind of looks like a little dragon because it has like this little tail. And I think the very first time I seen, I think it was like a skeletal remains of a seahorse, was on the beach when I was playing with my cousin brother in the sand. And my uncle was also at the beach, and we just decided to go for a walk. And there was this rocky kind of a formation where we were on the beach, and it just stood out, because it was like a off-white color. And what was cool is I'd never seen something like this before, So I was like, but natural, I went and called my uncle. I was like, hey, check it out, what is this? And then he was like, oh yeah, that's a seahorse. And then I asked him, I said, where is it from and where did it come from? And he was like, he just gave me like the generic uncle answer. He was like, oh yeah, it's probably in the ocean and just came aboard and must have passed away or something and just, got washed off onto the beach, So that was that. And then as time went by, and now that I think about it, my godfather used to have the Discovery Channel. This is maybe 20 plus years ago. And that was one of my favorite channels to watch. And they used to have this marine show that used to be kind of like a little documentary, but it was just maybe a 30-minute documentary or mini documentary. And they would always talk about these different sea animals. 1 week it would be a shark, and then the next week it would be a turtle, and so on and so forth. And I think that I remember about it now, when they had shown the documentary on the seahorse, I thought it was really cool that to hear the word sea and horse in the same sentence and something that would be in the ocean. Because, when you hear the word horse, the natural thing is you think, all right, it's an animal that's going to be at a farm or maybe at a race course. But what's cool about the seahorse is the fact that also the males actually have the babies, which I thought was really cool. And, when I was drawing this fellow, I looked up, I think, different pictures on Google and then on Pinterest. Not because I didn't know how to draw it, it's just to see what else is out there and what other different versions of the seahorse exist, because there are so many. There's abstract versions, there's the actual seahorse, and then what I wanted to do is kind of like a cartoony version of the seahorse. And then when it came time to doing the colors, I figured I'll keep it beach theme related, where it would have the face would kind of be like a sandy look. And then the body would have the ocean and waves color, the different colors of the waves. So that's what I was doing in this, and just playing around with different colors. And what else? Sometimes when you do these voiceovers, it's I have a good idea of what I want to say, and then most of the times it's I just look over the video real quick before recording and just kind of look at little bullet points as to what I want to cover. But for these ones, since as I said, doing these voiceovers is kind of a little unique because it's different in the aspect where when you're actually doing the actual drawing in real time, it's easy to just tell the audience hey, I'm going to be drawing this line for the body and then this line for the neck and so on and so forth. But when you do a voiceover, what's cool and also difficult and unique is the fact that you physically have to literally go back in time to remember what it is you were thinking about when you were making this drawing, For me, when I was making this drawing, all I wanted to do was make a seahorse and just tell a story about, my encounter or my version of how I learned about seahorses. And I think also people that are divers and have really cool jobs in the aspect of, they actually get to go in real time in the oceans and seas to see these cool creatures. But obviously, I don't think anytime soon that I would ever want to be a diver because I don't know. I think it's just cool to admire these creatures when they're at the wildlife aquarium. Not really wildlife aquarium, but like a SeaWorld kind of a theme where you can go see them and then kind of learn a little bit more about them from the people of the place. But yeah, so have any of you guys actually seen real life seahorses, or has it just been something that y'all have seen in maybe a place like an aquarium or something? In the comments below. And what is it? As I said, today, guys, is just one of those off days. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been trying to record the voiceover for this particular piece, because I tried it at first and then I stopped and then I tried again, and I think this is maybe at this point I want to say it's maybe take 7 or 8. So yeah, I mean, the main thing is I just want to have fun drawing this and playing around with the colors and having a good time. So hopefully y'all had fun too, and y'all were able to draw along and and mess around with the colors and try something unique. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up, guys, and say take care, keep drawing, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye for now.